in order of being called.
It's great to be here with Shahrukh and Deepika to talk to you all about Chennai Express. Thank you all for coming. This is going to be the widest release that any Indian film has ever had in the UK, so we're really excited about it. The whole team's worked really hard to ensure that it's as well promoted as it can be, and we're so happy to be here 1 week before the release to share the film with you. Once again, thanks everyone for coming.
Thank you, and it's very nice to be in London, my favorite place, my favorite city in all ways and things that I like, including releasing a movie. A little late that we've come here, but then we know that we kind of, my films belong here, so even if I hadn't come, people will enjoy the film. I want to thank UTV, Siddharth of course, Ronnie who's not here, and the director Rohit who's still making the final cut and finishing off the film, and Deepika and everyone who's been involved in this film. It's been a great ride, it's been a funny film, it's been a difficult film, it's a film which is full of everything that a Hindi film should be. So it's very different for me too. I've never done a film like this, which is a complete comedy. And personally, I feel after a long time working with Deepika that she's done a marvelous job in it. And I'm not saying it in a patronizing way. I'm saying it as an admirer of her work in the film and otherwise. So I hope you guys like it, and thank you very much for all of you being here.
I just want to say I'm happy to be in London. Yay! Thank you very much. Deepika, on my way here, I did stop off to a bookshop, and guess what I found? Your Bookwise dictionary! So you can take this after you leave. There you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry? I just said hi, friend. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to open the questions for you guys to ask, so take it away. Can we sit?
Yes.
Hi, this is Marjorie for French Friends. Since 2010, there's a trend of remaking South Indian movies in Hindi or to embrace Tamil culture as in Haya or The Dirty Picture. Even Rawan was paying homage to the sci-fi movie Andiran. Chennai Express seems to be a mix of Indian cinemas, and it looked like it has been influenced by Telugu and Tamil movies. Can you give us your vision on it? Thanks.
No, I think I'm sorry. I maybe there's a there's a whole culture of South Indian films which is fantastic. The Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam films, which are brilliant. I think some of the finest films in the country are made from there. I think you mix up sometimes with some of the remakes we make in Hindi. So this is not a remake, one. As far as Ravan was concerned, it's a character who happened to be from south of India, because a lot of software industry and development is done in the south of India. So it wasn't meant to in any which way be, that film was actually set in London. I think Dirty Picture happened to be a biopic, or a kind of a biopic about a South Indian movie star. So it was set like that. In the 3 years you mentioned, we've by now made about 2,700 films. So it's not by a long shot something that we are catering to and making films with South Indian backgrounds. This film, why? Because of the language. I thought it was important. Sometimes the people in the north of the country do not understand the language which is in the south. India is a vast country. And the whole situational comedy and the concept of the film, that whether you understand the language or not, or the culture or not, love conquers all, and that's how the country is united and people are united. Sort of set space with the kind of film that we've made. So it's not something that is decidedly made to attract an audience from down south. It just happened to be the subject, really. I think it's a film which is coming. We have these holiday period films where the idea is to attract the whole family to come and have a good time, from 7 to 70s. So I think this film falls in that genre. And I also personally feel as a director, to say the film is a thriller or an action or a comedy, I think Rohit Shetty is one of the few directors in the country right now who has a genre of his own, which should be called the Rohit Shetty genre, which really is, mass appeal, family appeal kind of film. Clean, straightforward, honest, earnest, and without any frills or trappings really, except for the fact that have a good laugh and great songs and like I said, Deepika's character or the other characters in the film. So I think that would be the main stay of this film. That it's a family entertainer and comes on the time, whether if it comes during Eid or Diwali or Christmas. I think those are the times when people like to have family outings. So it has that kind of appeal.
Thank you very much, Shahrukh. Best of luck.
In Dilse, so I want to know what kind of stunts are you doing in, around, on top of the train in Chennai Express?
This time I'm singing in the train, which is as big a stunt as anyone of my capability of singing can pull off. Yes, I fly on a motorcycle in the film. What else? We go through a wall in a car, and then just actually the biggest stunt is picking up Deepika Padukone and walking up 800 steps. That is really, really super heroic. I mean, that's and not because of no. It's like as it is. I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but she did take a couple of days to be born to. It takes she's a little long, it's a little difficult.
The first thing is that Shahrukh, most of the things that you do tend to be controversial, and Chennai Express is no different. A lot of people have said that the accents are often not Tamil, but they sound more Malayali, and some of the posters haven't been terribly well received because there has been a controversy in the south of India, depiction of Madrasi people as it were. That's one question. And the second question is that we talked to you on a day when a lot of news is coming out of the south of India. New state has been announced. That's Telangana. This is after many years of this struggle. What is your...
And believe you me, I have nothing to do with that part of the podcast. I swear I didn't do anything. I'm in the clear. Okay?
And about the first question.
Yeah, the first one. I think I hear comments and I hear things, and sometimes I'm not saying purists. People have a way of looking at things, whether it's a film, whether it's a song, whether it's a dance, whether the way you dress up. If you want to question anything, you can. Sometimes it does happen that if you happen to be someone who's in the public eye or a public figure, you mention that name, and perhaps it maybe I'm not. Being presumptuous, but it adds a little more weightage to your point of view, whether it is correct or not. Yeah. So when you make a film like Chennai Express, I'm sure the purists will have an issue in terms of the accent, but you have to realize that it's a film which is garnered towards a more popular kind of cinema, and I understand both kinds of cinemas. I've participated in both kinds of cinemas. When you make a serious one, when you make a commercial one, which is also serious work. But there are, the level of filmmaking that you have, whether you're going to go a little over the top with it, or you're going to keep it realistic, or whether you're going to underplay, whether you're going to internalize it. So you have to accept all these things, as people have a lot of viewpoints, and it's lately, because of the social networking, it seems everybody's got a viewpoint and a space to come and talk about it. And a few people pick it on, and but as an entertainer for the last 22 years. I'm very clear in my head that except a few instances where I may have been in the wrong, but those are also personal instances. As far as the cinema is concerned, I have never ever participated in a film knowingly depicting anything that is wrong. And I would never do so, because that's the kind of person I am as an actor, as a producer, and I would never participate in a film because I have kids, I have a family, I have friends, and I think more or less all of us are quite above board, decently educated and brought up, not to take recourse to any kind of controversial aspect to make a film popular. So it's unfortunate when it is brought to my notice. Having said that, each one has an opinion and a viewpoint about a film, and you respect that. May not adhere to it, may not try to explain it away, may not even listen to it. What is there? So you don't become a legend without controversy, so to say. Please answer the Telangana part. Why did you do this? In the plane, you've changed the whole state system in the country.
I'm a South Indian myself, so I'm trying to create more and more.
Controversy.
More and more of my kind, yeah. No, I mean, I'm a South Indian myself, and I think, and we do have a lot of Tamilians in the film as well. And I feel like if there was anything that was anti any of that, I'm sure I would have been the first one to sort of not accept it, you know. And as far as the accent is concerned, I have a tutor, I've had a trainer, we've had a diction coach, and they're all from Tamil Nadu. So.
And you know, really, yesterday we were on a television show. I mean, I'm not trying to explain how I think her accent is fantastic. Nobody says bakwas as better as she. And if they don't say like this in the south of India, they'll start saying it like this in the south of India after this. It looks so sensual. Can't say bakwas diction. So big turn on.
As long as it makes you smile, right? Feel happy.
And there was a young girl who we made her say it in a show. She was actually from Tamil Nadu, and she spoke.
She's a Tamilian who lives in Bangalore.
Yeah, she exactly the same accent. She said it exactly the same. तो वो भी बड़ी होके Deepika Padukone बनेगी. Chennai Express Part 7 में आएगी. It takes nearly 24 hours to reach there.
I've been several times actually.
Yeah, so you take a plane and then you take a drive, and it's just a long journey, and especially if you're traveling with 100 people. So we did, because we wanted to have the iconic, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, the longest bridge in India. It's the longest bridge. The Rameshwaram bridge is the longest bridge in India. So we wanted that iconic shot. And the film, it's just to correct you a little, it's not the father, it's the grandfather's ashes. And the whole film starts with that premise that Rahul has to take his father's ashes. A part has to go to the Haridwar, and the second part has to go to Rameshwaram, and which is nearly at the tip of southern India. So yeah, we did go, and we shot like a day and a half really. A shot of me, and but we have a lot of white shots and stuff, and it was beautiful. It was nice to be there, and you'll see it in the film.
The water is quite green as you go across the bridge.
Okay. If you say so. You'll be there more often, okay?
For Shahrukh. You said that you did some intense cinema in terms of My Name is Khan, Jab Tak Hai Jaan. Do you think, as a well-rounded actor, an actor needs to do that after, to come with a film like Chennai Express, which is a light-hearted film, after a Jab Tak Hai Jaan? Do you think it's a necessity?
No, I mean, I think some actors just like to continue with the intensity. I have, like I said, I'm in a state of mind sometimes. Like now, I'm in a bad state of mind. I want to do like a bad guy's role, certainly. I want to be really mean, and but there's no film that is being offered to me like that right now. But I really want to do a mean guy suddenly, and not stylized like Don, but like a real mean guy. But a lot of people then tell me, family audiences, don't do it. Kids like you, so don't be mean and all. So, but this is the way I'm thinking right now, and you don't necessarily have to do it. If you take long breaks and. But I try to think that if I was to do a film which I'm wanting to do as an actor or a character or even a story, I think I'll be able to convince a lot more people about the entertainment, the intensity, or just the storytelling value of the film. But if I just do it for a lark, or just because somebody's making it and I need to have a job or I need to work January to August, I think it'll fall short. And spending 120 days with wonderful people, friends mostly, but it does make you want to be, look, I really want to be doing this right now. And already commercial cinema has so many parameters, so many confines, and mostly I do films in the popular cinema format. So having those confines and then not wanting to do something can be a little of an issue. So I try to find a film which I'm feeling like doing. So to me it's very important, but I don't think I can speak generically like that for everyone.
I want to say a big congratulations for Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. I absolutely love the film. I wanted to ask you, you've got 4 films coming in total this year. You've had Race 2, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Chennai Express and Ram Leela. Was it a conscious decision to do this many films in one year?
Not at all. Not at all. I can't control these things. I don't decide. The only thing that I can do is to go ahead and do a film that I think I'm going to enjoy doing. The rest is always in the producer's hands, and when they want to release, when they think is the best time to release a film. Sometimes films get delayed, sometimes films get preponed. So no, it wasn't a conscious decision at all. And even the type of films or the kind of roles that I've played, right from Cocktail or Ye Jawani or even now or in Ramleela, that's not a conscious decision.
Hi, a question for Siddharth, just picking up on what you said at the start. It's going to get one of the biggest releases. If you can tell us a little bit more about the marketing strategy, and for you guys, does it add to the pressure, or is the London audience a bankable audience anyways?
So, firstly, of course, it's a really big film. It's a Rohit Shetty film with Shahrukh Khan and Deepika Padukone. It's an all-out commercial entertainer. And, it does deserve the widest release of all time. So we're looking at around 125 cinemas. There'll be around 170 screens. And I'm giving you approximates, but that's the scale of the release. And that really is the widest release that any Indian film has ever had here in the UK. In terms of marketing, we really have gone all out in terms of what we've done, from newspapers to radio to what we've done on the social media. We've just really given it all we could. The songs are playing non-stop, and that's feedback that could come from you. And if you're seeing it all around you, then that's credit to the team here that's really put in a lot of work into making that happen. So we just want to ensure that it's a movie that everyone has as their first choice in a really interesting festival season when people want to go out and watch a movie. This is the one that they should be able to watch in as many screens as possible, so that they have as many options as possible to be able to watch it when they want to watch it. So yes, so that's what we're doing in the UK, and it's pretty similar across the world. It really is the widest Indian release that any film has had worldwide, and we're pretty sure that that's going to reflect in the box office numbers as well.
Just after this, just last two more questions, please.
And yeah, London audience is not a pressure at all. I think it's really fantastic, especially for films that I've participated in. I think I've never liked to believe it that actors have a regional-wise appeal. I think everyone has an appeal universally, whether in the country or abroad. But I think I have to accept the fact that a huge amount of the star value that is given to my film is because of the audience in England, and I thank you all for that, with all humility and kindness. Please keep doing it. Don't stop.
Hi, it's Sonia from Asiana magazine. Question for Deepika and Shahrukh. I saw in the trailer that there was a scene where you had to kick Shahrukh Khan's butt. So I want to know how many takes that took.
I could have done it in one. I just chose to keep doing it wrong so I could do it over.
It felt good. I'm that kind of guy. I'm a little kinky like that. Really. So yeah, be gone once more. Keep doing it.
Thank you.
That was the last question.
Right at the
Nice
end.
note to end.
I know.